Hi, my name is Amanda Molina. According to the National Association of Foreign Student Advisors, over 300,000 American students studied abroad between 2013 and 2014, which is 5.2% higher than between 2012 and 2013. Today, I will talk about some important things to remember when studying abroad. With growing rates of American students studying internationally, it's important to make the most of your experience. I recently studied in the spring of my junior year to Florence, Italy, which really helped me to establish some ground rules for when you're traveling abroad. Today, I will talk about choosing a study abroad location, how to make the most of your ideal location, and also traveling when you're abroad. First, I will talk about choosing the right study abroad location. So choosing the right study abroad location is an important aspect of having a great experience abroad. In order to find the right location, it's very important that you research all about the city and about the culture. Make sure that the environment of the city is what you desire. For example, for me, I wanted a place that was small and gave me the ability to walk everywhere. I didn't want to take taxis or metros or cabs, which was like a lot of the places that I went and visited. I also knew I wanted to be able to eat at outdoor cafes as well as feel safe when I was walking around. I knew I wanted somewhere that was easy to travel to and from on the weekends, and I knew that I wanted somewhere that had a large amount of American study abroad students present. In this case, Florence was the perfect location for me. In addition to this, it is also important to look at the weather patterns. If it's rainy in a certain location and you hate the rain, then you shouldn't want to travel there. According to the Institute of International Education, the top 5 destinations for study abroad students are the United Kingdom, Italy, Spain, France, and China. Overall, when choosing the right study abroad location, it's super important to research and really look at the lifestyle and culture in the place that you're traveling to, as well as the transportation methods used and also the weather patterns. Once you choose the right study abroad location, you're going to need to make the most of it. Making the most of your study abroad experience is the next topic that I will talk about. Once you choose the perfect study abroad location, it's important that you make the most of it. When I arrived at my abroad university, the one piece of advice that they gave me was that to take every opportunity given to us. This could mean something as simple as just going to different cafes or museums and as many churches as possible. Taking into different surroundings is crucial to make the most of your study abroad adventure. Just walking around everywhere and observing what's around you is super important in helping you to appreciate where you are. The places you go to study abroad could be unlike anywhere that you've ever been before, and it's important that you take it all in. Go outside, observe the people and the architecture and everything around you, and the universities host events throughout the week that could really just include kayaking down a main river or visiting certain museums or going to different churches or even food tastings of some sort, and partaking in all of these different activities could really help to make the most of your study abroad experience. So making your time abroad great will be easy if you use these tips. By simply spending time outside, visiting all the places that your city has to offer, you will appreciate wherever you decide to study abroad. Not only do you need to take advantage of where you decide to study abroad, but it's also important that you take advantage of how easy it is to travel from one place to another when you're living in the middle of it all. So the last thing I want to talk about is traveling while you're abroad. Living abroad makes it so much easier to travel to all the places that we've always desired to go. It makes traveling to places like Paris, Germany, Spain, and so on so much more possible. It's affordable, and it's also very convenient. This is why people who study abroad tend to travel every Thursday through Sunday. In order to make sure that you get to all your dream destinations, it's important that you make a list and really prioritize where you want to go. This way, you don't forget any places when you're planning out your trips. And although it seems like you have unlimited weekends to travel, they go by super fast. And after you figure out where you want to go, it's time to book your trip. Booking can be a little bit tricky when it comes to finding the flights and the right place to stay, but Google Flights ended up being our best friend abroad. It allowed searching for flights just so much easier, and it helped us to pick the location and see what the cheapest place to fly in and out of was. After flights are arranged, though, you have to figure out if you want to stay at a hostel or a hotel or even an apartment, and this could also be tricky, but comparing prices and just staying organized is going to be super easy if you just stay organized. After this, prioritize the different museums and attractions and the different parks and villages that you want to go to, and that way, while you're there, you're not going to miss out on places. If you don't prioritize which places you want to go to, there's a possibility you might just sleep in or end up taking advantage of your day. Overall, traveling is made a lot easier when you're living in the middle of the places that you want to go. Being organized when booking your flights and accommodations are key in being a successful planner. So today, I talked about choosing the proper study abroad location, how to make the most of where you decide to go, as well as traveling. I've given you multiple tips on how to make the most of your study abroad experience. Therefore, if you decide to study abroad, you have the right tools necessary for making yourself a great trip. After listening to my speech, I hope that you decide to go abroad and continue to help the numbers of increase of American students studying abroad.
Wow. Well, you're like the Bob Vila of study abroad.
Yeah, that was fast.
Wow. You know what?
Oh, wait.
That was great.
Go to FaceTime.
I think we should do like a... Oh, Jen.